Hey guys. Oh, look at you all came over. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. My dog was convinced I was going somewhere because I got my purse and I got water. So I had my purse on my shoulder and I had my water. He's thinking, we're going somewhere. I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. We're not going. Bye-bye. Hang on. I got to put this inside somebody's envelope before I forget them. I was packing up everybody's orders from yesterday and the day before. So I didn't forget anybody. Give me a minute because y'all know I was just at Misty's. And I changed them. I put a camisole on so it didn't look like I did the other day with my boobs flopping all over the place. I saw that video and I'm like, I'm slumping. My boobs are sitting on my stomach. I'm like, oh, welcome to the mid-60s. And being a Florida girl who never wore a bra all her life and then lost 45 pounds. I lost my boobs and my butt. All right, so you got, hey, Gail. Both Gails? One Gail? I'm trying to scroll up. It ain't gonna let me. Why won't it let me? Comments. I'm in there. It won't let me go see all who's here. Here we go. All right. So we got, I think it's Shelly, right? And Gail, Joanna. Hey, Dina. Kirsten, sweetie. Hey, Aqua Lover. All right, let me get my stuff ready because I am not prepared. Are these cleaning pads or paper to write names and prices on? Thank goodness. You hear him crying? He's like, but I thought we were leaving, man. I thought we were going somewhere. Okay, got my scale, this, my pen, loop. This is on. What else do I need? That's it, right? My acid. I think that's it. We're good. We're good. We're good. So, some of the things of that picture were my rings and things I had taken off. So let me move my personal items out of here, out of the way. This whole box actually should take a ride, I think. I'm pretty sure. That can stay. On the fence about this one here. I'm going to move this box because I got too much stuff that's my personal pieces that I took off. And I don't need them. I got plenty without dipping into my jewelry box today. All right, let me just move this because it's just going to be forever in the way. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Do I need anything else? I like this measure tape better. And we'll grab a hand. I don't think I'll need a bust. I just bought this ring. Hey, Lori. I bought this ring as a pinky ring, but look at this crap. It's too damn, it's just too big. I'm too small there. So I know I sold all those little rings, remember? The little turquoise rings. So I bought one to be a pinky ring, but it's too loose. I guess it's okay on this one, but I'm afraid I'm gonna lose it. I can't have, it's a 3. It should fit me. Oh, I jiggled it and it went to 3.5. Okay, so I don't know if anybody can wear a 3.5, but I just bought this on eBay because it was a size 3. It's a 3.5. I wondered why it was loose. I thought, I never did check it. I don't think it's marked. I didn't test it because, it was a good seller ratings and all that. So I didn't check, but I reckon I should, huh? Since I'm going to sell it, I'll show it to you. It's just a little tiny. I was taking pictures of those watches. Remember that big box of watches? Well, the person that bought them realized it was going to cost them a small fortune. Hi, Cassandra. It was going to cost them a small fortune, Olga, to have it shipped. So I put them online. It's a little turquoise ring. It's really pretty turquoise. See, that light's just not right. I'm going to back off. Back off. Well, it's loose, but I can put it on there. It's a really pretty piece of turquoise. It's small, though. It's a size 3.5. So, the thing is, I paid 25 bucks for it because I wanted a doggone pinky ring. I wanted a pinky ring. So, not everybody can wear it. So if anybody just wants it, I paid the dude 25 bucks for it because I wanted a pinky ring and it looks really nice. And it's obviously hand done because it's not completely asymmetrical. If you look at it, it's not really centered properly in those beads, which to me, see, that makes me like it more because it's hand done. Because I'm a psycho, baby. Yes, it's 3.5. I wonder if he has a metal sizer instead of a plastic one. I have a metal one. They do act different. Do you know when I went and had my the wedding band, Joanna likes it. When I had my wedding band, that my husband got me one to replace my ring, which I don't have on. They actually had to do it at 4 3/4. So if you go to have your ring sized, like you take it somewhere to be sized, you really should, let me turn off that kitchen light. That's not helping. You should let them size you because these things aren't accurate. They're not accurate. I don't see anybody else. It is a really nice ring. That's why I bought it. I may get my stone and check it, Joanna, because I didn't test it. I can look at it and tell it's fine, but I'm selling it. It's my responsibility to you to make sure that it is sterling. I know that it is, but we're going to do this anyway because, yeah, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. And I got smart and put my little pads for cleaning my testing block where I can actually get them without fishing them out of that plastic bag. Because I buy those little cotton makeup rounds. Yeah, it's fine. I just had to be sure. I can't even see what I'm looking at. I'm in my own way. All right, well, congratulations, Joanna. It's a pretty little ring. So, the thing is this. I can find 3.5s, but they're children's rings. Not much better, huh? Oh, well, life goes on. Life goes on and on and on. Oh, I'm being a giant bag. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I'm really glad somebody could wear the thing. Usually it's just me and Kirsten. Do y'all know that Joanna, about 3 weeks ago, was her first time she ordered with me? Here's her package. I mailed her one since. So I owe her shipping. And free shipping. I'm like, I felt so bad when because it's in the box that says paid, waiting to ship, because some people have me hold their stuff, so that I want to separate sales, hold their stuff. So it's paid, but waiting to ship. Oh, that's what I did. Anybody want to see vintage? I'll show this. I've had interest in this pen. I've had this a very long time. This is true. This is 20s, if not a little older. This is brass. It is amber glass, but it's fantastic. This thing is a rare beautiful old piece. You can tell it's been in my jewelry box. It hasn't been hanging around these boxes. There's no markings of any kind. These old ones, they don't. That stuff you see on the bottom, that's just texturing. Well, this is great. You can see the point in the back where this is facet cut. Look how high that thing sits. So this is a beautiful antique. Absolutely to die for. So on this piece, let me make sure I'm there. Okay, I'm still not used to not having a touch screen. I've had one for so long. This one's $45. That's actually a good price on this. You might think, well, that's a lot for that little brooch. It's actually not. That is freaking beautiful. I mean, just that amber glass is to die for. Just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It says having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection. Okay. You want to play that way? Now it says I'm okay. All right. That's always good. I wonder if it's because I have my carnelian rings. I had one. I'm pretty sure it's sold. I have one that's jade, the same color as carnelian. I don't think I have a carnelian ring presently, but I want you to see this glass. It is just, yeah, it's great. That is just an absolutely beautiful piece of glass. And you can see it's got, I don't know how to put it, texturing. So that's why you might think it's writing, but it's just texturing that's on this brass on the bottom. My focus is crap. If I be still, usually it'll catch its head. But all in here, it's a really good old one. I've had this a long time. I put it up for sale once before. And then I said, you know what? I love this piece. So I kept it. Because I used to be able to wear my crystals and stuff a lot. So the weight gets to me now. But this is so deep that it's kind of weird that I actually happen to have these out because I put these up one of those sales. I see you, Gail, at 45. It is beautiful, Cassandra. It's beautiful. But I should leave these a little bit longer. But when you have multiple strands on with your crystals and say your pearls or just other crystals, it's so fat, it's easy to feed them through. And it's really complimentary. The light's not really helping me any, but it's a great piece. Yep, I can do rings. I don't have carnelian. I'll show you some of the rings I have. I got my smudgy fingerprints on it. Let me get my smudgy fingerprints off. Oh yeah, that's right. I put everything in my toolbox like a good kid. And I have a smaller, more manageable, although it's trashed. But you know, they look like that. You can still use them. It's not going to rub it back on there. It is. It is. These are old. These are, when you see that color, you think, oh, it's AB coated. No, it's not. It's because they're Austrian and they're, the way they're facet cut. And these were restrung clearly before I bought them. I bought these from Sue at Denim to Diamonds probably 3 or so years ago. I sent my pearls to Nancy, my JKL pearls, because she was talking about putting them over. I just didn't want to send it to you all smudgy. All smudgy. Let's get a nice soft box bag for this. So I'm going to call this for Gail. Mm, I wonder how long it'll be before I go in my jewelry box looking for this and say, what did I do? Where did that go? I haven't worn enough layered stuff to miss it. Congratulations. That's a nice acquisition, Gail. That's a really nice piece. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Or that. Or that. This is rustic, but it's cool. I almost put it like just, through it in the jewelry jar or whatever. And I'm like, I remembered the piece. I'm like, no, this is good leather. And it's actually, it's not, I think it's carnelian and crystal, and it's got garnets in the middle. So it's actually really nice. And I'm like, yeah, I used to wear it. It's just too big. That's why it was kind of set off to the side, because all my bracelets are too big now. So that's why my birthday I bought that's why for my birthday I bought a cuff. I bought a few bracelets from Dina, but I bought myself a nice make sure I remember this is carnelian and not citrine, because citrine can run very orange. Yeah, this is carnelian, and the clear ones are quartz. And in the middle, oops, it's slippery. In the middle is, yeah. So this one, because some of these, they kind of move around, but I think it's nothing's. See, they have this piece of metal in here, and it stops about there. So that's why you're able to shape this. So you can tighten it, but I've got it as tight as it'll go. But it's got flexibility because it has an inside of here. It's a piece of, I'm guess, metal. But this is all hand done. It's actually really cool. I used to wear it, but that's just tight. Even closed, it's still it just falls over on me. But it's actually a pretty cool little piece. So, you know what? I'm just going to start this really low because seriously, almost threw it honestly into the jewelry jar, and I thought, well, maybe I should put it in the craft. Maybe someone could take it apart. And then I looked at it and I thought, you're a dummy. I kind of remembered. I'm like, this thing is gemstones. It's really, really cool. I see Lori at 5. I mean, that's because there's like a piece of metal or something that holds its form, and it's like a suede in here, so it's soft on your skin. All hand done. But there's some movement on these, but there's gonna be because it's sewn on there. But I just think it's really pretty. It's very I don't know. I never really thought about it as being cowgirl, but I guess it could be. I thought it was more boho. To me, it was more boho. So there's that one. For as far as the size, I awarded a 7, but you can open it. So I think you could probably wear it from a 7 to an 8, I would think, because this is going to open for you. So I don't see any other interest. Poor Misty. She's coming into that stage. She's experiencing the hot flashes. I didn't want to tell her, yeah, I had them well into my 50s. They didn't stop. I was at the grocery store one day, and I was talking to this older lady, and I was having a hot flash. This is years ago. I need a bigger bag. And I was just having a hot flash. And, it was back when I worked corporate. So I had on the suit jacket and the shirt and the pants. I mean, so I'm stripping off my jacket and I'm like rolling up my sleeves. I'm all hot and I sit down and I go over and I talk to her because I'll do that. Congratulations, Laura. It's a cute one. You'll like it. It's groovy. It's groovy. So I'm known to do that. I'll go over and sit down and I'll start. If I see someone sitting on a bench like by themselves, typically an older person, I wouldn't do it like a young dude or something, or I am a little bit, I'm not stupid about it. But I'll talk to them and listen to them tell their stories. Because people, Mike's like, why does everybody want to tell you their life story? I said, because I'm open. Because I actually listen to them. And she told me, she's, honey, I had them until I was 80. And I mean, I just like, don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that. I haven't had them. Not since probably 58. Yeah, I haven't had them. Thank God. Knock on wood. I don't want them. Don't want them. I found the coolest piece. Hopefully I'll run across it. You want to see rings. These are not carnelian, but this ring I really hesitated to sell because I had this ring up for sale before and it was too small for me. And I'm like, well, you know, I guess I'll try to have it sized up because I had another one like it that was actually signed. This one isn't, but it's clearly Zuni. It's clearly Zuni. And it was too small, but now it is actually too big on my 5 and too tight on my 6. It fits this 5, but yeah, it fits this 5. But I haven't worn it. I've got my red cardinal one listed. That's a necklace, but this is Zuni. This is great. This is a really nice one. The bluebird on the mother of pearl. And what I really liked about this one is when you get a really good artist, they don't just, you know, randomly, because you see a lot of them look like just the angles are just very angled. But if you look, that like black stone, the way that she placed it is perfectly to mimic how they have that, the feathering of how their chest is. So it's just really super well done. See the color variation in the tail? And the name of the artist is escaping me. Is it Barber? Yes. Hey. Yeah, Barber. I think it's a Barber. I really do. But it's older. Remember this ring? Remember this ring, Doris? And I was like, I guess I could have it sized down. Well, now it fits this hand, but not this one, but I haven't worn it. So it must be what then? Like a 5.5 again or something? It has to be a half size or 6 or yeah, it's a 5.5. Just shy of 5.5. So I'm gonna say it's a 5.5 though because of how it slides here. And usually 5.5s are very, yeah. This is a really nice ring. These rings are very expensive, but you know I've had it a long time, and you guys know how I buy. I buy giant lots. You know, I spend a lot. This last auction, I haven't gotten it. I ended up having to pay over $1,200 for it. So I hope you guys like the stuff I get. I got stuff coming. That's why Misty said, you should see the stuff she's got coming. I sent her some pictures. She's like, holy cow. I'm like, hope to God it sells. All right. So on this one, it's a 5.5. And I'm going to start this really low. I'm going to start at 45. So I'll be still if you want to get a screenshot. But it's a Zuni mother of pearl bluebird inlay. And I think that's coral. I don't think that's not spiny oyster. It's too red. It's really deep red. So you've got onyx, turquoise. Do you know that black is actually in the turquoise? Wow, talk about picking a stone. Yeah, all like the coloration of the tail. It's all about the stone she picked. That's color, that's in the turquoise. The flowers are definitely coral. The green, you know, I think that green might be enamel and not inlay. Yeah, the green is enamel. And the stems in that are all inlaid sterling silver. Well, see, that's the thing. I had it like before I was away from YouTube for a while, and it was too small. No, it was too big. I wanted to get it sized down. And then now, Doris remembers this ring. She's like, oh, hell yes. Yeah, these go for probably about $150 for good ones. I can't get over it that's in the turquoise. That's not a separate stone. That black, I wish you could see that. I don't see anybody else. Doris, look at this under your loop and see how the, let me see if I can do this. I'm new at doing this. I finally have gotten it to where I'm so at it. Once in a while I get real lucky and it works. Oh, here we go. That's all that stone. That's the matrix in the, this thing is dirty. That's the matrix in the turquoise. Lord, that thing is dirty. I mean, I have another one. I only like 4 of these things around. Oh my gosh. That's a really cheap price. That's a stupid low price, but you know, I want to keep my YouTube channel. I mean, I have to admit, I'm doing well online. My stuff is selling well online. I mean, you can imagine these type of prices online are just, you know, I don't go too low on some things because I don't want to lowball other sellers and drive the market down. But at the same time, I want things to move. That box of watches, Doris, I stuck it on the whole lot. I stuck the whole thing, a start price of like $15 for the whole box of watches. I forgot about it. I was cleaning up and saw that box, went to pick it up, and it was heavy. I'm like, oh, what is this? So we'll see. We'll see. But I like the VENMO, but you have to keep your Google Chrome open. You have to log in. You have to have Google Chrome open, or it can't communicate between the sites. And what happened was I sold a ring, and I assumed they were gonna, delist it from the other platforms, and they didn't, and it sold on another platform. So I had to cancel their order. And that's bad. That person's never gonna want to come back to my site again. They're gonna think, so it's open as we speak. It's open. I just come in here frequently and just refresh it and make sure I'm still all connected because, plus I learned don't put listings on other platforms that you're doing an auction on, because once you get a bid, they don't recognize that as being sold, but it is. Once there's a bid, you can't sell it. So I'm learning. I used to be a super seller on eBay. All right, I'm gonna call this sold to Doris. Girl, you stole that ring. You stole that one, honey. But I've had it a long time, and I'm not wearing it. I can wear it on this hand. I'm not wearing it. I'm not. Oops, I almost forgot to put your name on it. I'd remember. Ha ha, maybe, right? I was thinking it was Friday earlier when I did that video, and I said, yeah, I'm going to do tenderloins tonight. There are tenderloins in the fridge, but they'll be fine, because good beef like that, especially being vacuum sealed, you can leave beef in the fridge for 10 days. It's fine. Raw, properly sealed. But it's Thursday, so I messaged my niece. I told her we call it the Chloe supper. My niece, she's my great niece, is 15. So it's she picks up fried chicken. You have? I didn't know that, Doris. You've never asked me about it. You never hesitate to ask me for stuff. You don't. Let's just hope I do really, really good on this next auction. Maybe you'll get your most prized piece that you want for the price you want. The price of the clasp. These are so cute. I'm like, I thought they were costume. And these little boogers, I'll test to make sure my memory's not failing me, but these little boogers are sterling, and they're so pretty. I didn't test the stones. This look like glass. They could be topaz. Look how pretty they are. Let me get that big old back off of there. Yes, I've worn them. That's why I have that big back on there. Look how pretty these are. Look at that head on there, the design. What do you think that is, Bali? Kind of looks Bali, doesn't it? Look how pretty. It's like a smoky quartz color and like a pale blue. Aren't they pretty? So wish me luck, Doris. Wish me luck. So let's test the stones first. And I think they're glass with AB on them. It's crystal. They're crystal. Okay. I found my lid. Thank gosh. I am going to rub test them because I've slept since then. I don't even know if they're marked. Yeah, they are. Yep, they say 925. These have been around forever. I worn them. Didn't even realize they were sterling. So I started like cleaning out my jewelry box. But we'll test them just to be sure. I think they're Bali. They look Bali, don't they? Christina, I missed you. Come in. Hey. So I'm not used to having my handy dandy little holder. I'm used to having to dig into that long plastic tube to get these out. But it's a lot more cost effective to use these little makeup rounds than it is to be using paper towels or whatever. And I try to use them twice. All right, so they are sterling. These are cute. I'm going to say that they are 2 inches. Hang on. I grabbed the black one. I hurt this one's feelings of it. That's why, see, it doesn't want to go in anymore. Come on, bling bling. There you go. It is actually, they're 1.5. Are you stretched out? Are you? Come on, stretch, 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 stretch. 1 3/4. All right, so let's just, did I mark that sold to Doris? I think I did. So I'm gonna do a starting bid of these at $5. They're so cute. I'll put the fat back on it. But there's no maker or nothing. It just says 925 at the bottom of right here. I think they look Balinese, but I don't know. There's a little crystal up here too. Aren't they cute? They're pretty. I like how it's like the smoky and then the blue. They look good with jeans. And like with this shirt, I just wear clip-ons more than anything anymore. My favorite one are those flat, the hoops that face forward. I just got a pair from Dina, though, that appears that I really like. And they're the same thing. They're the hoops, but they're like oblong and they're hammered. Dina, you know the ones I'm talking about. I see you, Aqua Lover, at 5. So we're looking at 6 or better. They're nice earrings, you guys. Sterling silver, crystal, pretty dangles. Really pretty. Really, really. I thought maybe they might have been. Well, you know, kind of crystal is kind of like a gemstone on its own, if you ask me. They're done really well. They are. You know the ones I'm talking about. They're not in here. I'm looking around like they're going to be in here. They're in my room. They're in my jewelry box. But they're big. So they're like, the hoop is like this big and they're hammered. But they're light, so they don't bother me. I'm going to just look at this and just see if someone did this or if this was made. I can tell already this was done, but it was done professionally because, yeah. Some of these rings, what you'd call jump rings, but yeah, they're soldered. Yep. And then the bottom ones for the beads are, you bring the wire out and you twist the wire around. So these are solid. You're not going to lose stones on this at all. These aren't ever going to fall apart on you. Everything is soldered together. And that last one, see how they twisted it? Yeah, they're really well made. All right, I'm going to start calling this for Aqua Lover. Those are really cute. I wore those forever, had no idea. The only thing is, I don't really care that they're sterling. If something's pretty, I'm going to wear it. I don't really care. I would have been on Dina's channel snatching up some of that free jewelry, but I'm like, I don't need it. You know, it's kind of silly of me to do it. I did try to win that size 6 bracelet, though, last night. That's the only time I put a number in. You had that size 6 bracelet. I'm like, yeah, because it's hard to get bracelets that are tiny. All right, so nice buy at $5. Okay, I know I did have some inquiries. Was it really? I left because it was like 10:30 or something. I left. I didn't even know that. Who gave it to me? I don't remember who won. I don't know, because I left right after that. How sweet of them. How sweet of them. I did have some inquiries about the ginormous. What did I do with them? I took it out to get a measurement for somebody. So did I not put them back over here where they belong? Don't know. That is so weird. I took that big giant Jersey ring out to measure it for somebody. And now I don't see it. Isn't that bizarro? Here's another one. This one might actually, no, this one's too big too. Jerry Green. I don't even know them unless their username is different. That's so sweet. Yeah, here's another one I bought thinking it was a size 5. They said it was a 5. We know it's going to be a 5.5, right? I mean, a 3. This is a 3. Yep, 3.5 on the money. Look how cute. That's why I got it. Because it's shell, like mother of pearl. And it's I think it looks like a butterfly. Let me see if I'm hallucinating. It's leaves, but to me it looks like a butterfly, but technically it's leaves. And it's that pink Peruvian mother of pearl. I don't know if the color is going to translate. Man, I need to do my nails. It's not translating the pink. It's very pink. It's not white. It's pink. Right? Well, you know what? It's in the eye of the beholder. I thought it was a butterfly, but when you look close, they're leaves. I want you to see that it's pink. It's not white. It's pink. So anyway, here's another one, little 3.5. This one, I think only paid 15 on this one. So since it's a 3.5, again, I'm just gonna do 15. I'm pretty sure it's all I paid. I mean, I paid shipping, but oh well. So will you. So it's really cute, guys. It's broken. I could have opened it more or closed it more. Look, I'm going to pull it so you'll see. Look at that. And it's broken. Forget it. Never mind. Because this is not no adjustable ring. This ring is broken. And it's broken because that's right where it's soldered on. It broke. I don't know. It could have been cut off, which we won't go there. Well, it's kind of morbid. When rings are cut off, it's usually an emergency when they can't get the person's ring off of them. So this is scrap. Yeah, I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad I saw it. I'm so glad I saw it. Oh, Dina, I don't need chains anymore. That ginormous auction has a ton of necklaces. I don't know anything about this. I can't remember if I got this from Misty or I got it from Patsy. It's real turquoise. And it's chunks of mother of pearl. And then these are people I say, what are these things? When you see these tubes like this on these shell necklaces, they are shells. When you have like the cone shells, that middle piece, that's what that is. That's the very center is what that is. But this is, yeah, this is actually really nice. That's real turquoise. And it's on wire. And those are sterling. So I got a good price on this because, you know, I'm pretty sure they thought this was costume. It's not. It's real. It's all real. I can't remember who I got it from. I may have it confused with another piece because I buy a lot of these little pieces like this real inexpensively because I'm looking at them and think, that's real. Yeah. If the solder pop. Yep, this is marked 925. Well, you can look at the color and tell. This is the choker for sure. This looks like it's probably going to be, I mean, if I laid it out, it's going to be 16, but let's face it, it's round. So, yeah. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. I forgot I had these crystals on. That's a problem of these, is ever reselling them. Just asking what I paid for these things, it's like people balk, but it's like they're not AB coated. That color is just from the crystal. They're so beautiful. They're so warm. What did I just drop? Did I have my measuring tape in my lap? What was in my lap? Oh, my eyepiece. Well, here's this one. Maybe this one's not so dirty. This is cute. I don't remember where I got it. Nice drop. Now, if I can find the clasp. There it is. Yeah, it is. It sits fine. I have, I guess, pretty average normal neck. I mean, I got some flab. Not horrible. But yeah, it's marked sterling. I kind of knew it was when I saw it, so. Yeah, it is. So on this one, I'm pretty sure I paid 15 for this. Yeah, it is, Gail. I was asking 85. That's what I paid for it. I bought it from Sue at Denim to Diamonds, like probably like 3 years ago. So on this one, I think I paid 15 for this. What am I doing? I am just an accident, not waiting to happen. This is a nice one. This is really pretty. So it is on sterling. What's nice is it's on wire. So you got, these are actual little pearls too. These are real pearls, shell. Some, these are, I'm assuming these are sterling too. Yeah, you know, I did get that like in the aftermath, but I just let it lie. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna leave that where it's at. I'm gonna try to rub these little beads. They're clearly sterling. They're tarnished to all the hell. Yeah, they all rub in the same color. I was gonna say, who's home? Let me see if I smell chicken. I don't know who it is. So yeah, it's sterling. So really nice turquoise on this piece too. So it's all sterling. Sterling findings here. It's on wire. really pretty mother of pearl. Super nice turquoise on this piece. I don't know if those are bench beads or they're just little. They're so small. They're probably pre-dropped. Let's see if they're drops or what. Actually, they are bench beads. There's two halves and they're soldered together. Cool. So that's pretty nice. I wonder where this thing came from. Maybe Mexico. These are nice. That's cool. I like the stones on it. Okay, I don't see any interest in that. Yeah, it is, right? Yeah, but these, that's what I paid Sue for them because they're, what are they? 64 inches. They're 64 inches. They're endless. There is no clasp. And they're on silk. Let me get a single strand for you so you can see it. And you'll see all that flash, right? You think, oh, it's AB. There's no coating on them. That's because they're Austrian crystals. That's their own shine. See? There's no coating on those. No. That's what crystals are supposed to do. Is do that without the coating. That's why you can take cheaper glass or cheaper crystal and put the coating on it and make it look fabulous. But actually 85 is a good price for 64 inches of Austrian crystals. Yeah. So if anyone wants them, yeah, on the crystals. So we're gonna pass on the shell necklace, and I'll put the, if anybody wants those crystals, that's what I paid for them. I just haven't worn them, so I pulled them out of my jewelry box. Why keep this stuff? I've got a bunch back here. Actually, I've got clear. I've got black. Ow, 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 sorry. Twisted funny. I've got a couple of different clear ones. And then I've got black crystals, and then I've got some black glass. Well, it's crystal, but it's Joan Rivers with hematite. I got quite a lot of glass. I got a lot of glass. There's some still in my room that, yeah, I wasn't ready to part with yet. This is beautiful. Now, what's nice, Joanne, this was restrung. So you can see the double knotting. You can tell it's been restrung because what you want to do, you notice how I had all those on that neck and I took them down, because if you hang your pearls or you hang your crystals or even something like this, after a while, the wire, the string, the silk is going to stretch and you're going to start getting gaps between the beads. And as you can see, there is no stretching in this. I've had it for 3 years, but I got it like this. So I think this was restrung because it's too perfect. They're just too perfect. They're beautiful on. Beautiful on. They go really well with that big antique brooch too. They go really well. Let me get a nice soft bag for those. So you want to store these lying down, and I wouldn't put them next to, I wouldn't put them next to any kind of, soft beads or pearls or, yeah, you don't want anything to scratch them, and you don't want them to scratch anything else. Because it's, it could seriously damage the other jewelry. Not so much these. They're not going to hurt the coating, but you still don't want to scratch it. It's any glass, unless it's diamond, is going to scratch. And even diamonds can scratch other diamonds. Yes, marry them. Oh, yes, those two. Yeah, take good care of her. She's lived in her own little square in my jewelry box. Not with any, no, not mixed in with a bunch of other pieces or, that's why they're so perfect. I smell chicken, so it's Kelly Bug is home. Yeah, I bought a lot of crystals from Sue. Sue has great antiques. It is very well done. Very, very, very well done. There's no doubt. But yeah, if you like antiques, I really don't want these to get messed up. Jennifer Diamond, she has really, really good antiques, and she knows her stuff. A lot of times she'll say like that she don't know this or that. I mean, she does, but it's like anything. Like with me, I'll be like, I think, or it's, you don't want to be like definitive unless you have provenance on the piece. Like most of this stuff, I've had someone, I know what it is. I know where it's been. Thank you, honey. That's great. You're going to love those. You are going to absolutely adore those. You're going to adore those. You're going to adore those. All right, how about a super duper deal? Ready for a super duper deal? Hey, Dina, does this look familiar to you? Look familiar? Israel 925. This is a Ben Ami. But is it Ben Ami or Ben? There's two of them. Their name is real similar. You can really tell those Israel pieces by these. No, I didn't. This was in that last big giant lot I got with all the crazy tribal pieces and like those big white buffalo rings and that 3-part ring and the wall ring, that big, fat, heavy silver brutalist ring. Do you know that brutalist ring on their art studio site? They have it listed for $1,800. I put it up for $400 online. So this one, I did an image search that just has Israel, made in Israel. And I'm like, this is his work. So I did an image search. It's his. It's identical. It is down to this, every bit of it. Because thing is this electroform. So it's a form of casting. So yeah, more than one piece is alike. Like the roses that I have that are Israel. They are alike because they're electroform, but they are a cast. This one, typically online, these are anywhere from 120 to 160, but it does not have his signature, but I promise you, it is his. It absolutely is. Because I'm like, I knew what it was, so I did an image search, and it's identical. It's his. There's no two ways about it. So I'm gonna, on this one, I'm gonna start at $50. I could stick it online. It'll sell, but I thought, why not, offer it to you guys? Because like I said, once I've made my money back and I get to keep some pieces and I make my profit, I'm not trying to get rich. I mean, it helps to supplement our income with my husband going to be retiring. Now, obviously, this thing too, because of this chain, you're going to decide if you want to wear this. I think the shortest you're going to get it is here. So it's never going to be against your neck. So the shortest you're going to get it's right here. But you can bring this down. I know it is a great price. This is at its longest. So it's actually longer than this choker. Yeah, it's a great price for that, especially if you're a reseller. Double your money, easy, all day long. So I thought I'd bring it, and then if it doesn't sell, your chicken neck. Dina, you do not have a chicken. Oh, yes, skinny. I thought you were saying, never mind. Yeah, you're right, because a chain would show. It would be hanging. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it would be funny. So I decided I'd show it here, because the marking is here. I'm not even going to rub this, really. No, I'm not. So I knew what it was instantly. I have a lot of Israel pieces, but yeah, it's like anybody else. A lot of artists don't mark every single piece. Do you know that this thing, I literally just broke this. How did I break it? Hang on a second. Let me take this off. I broke it. I didn't pull on it or nothing. Ah. I'm trying to get the clasp off because the clasp is there, but it's detached here. Hang on. I have to see what happened. This is soldering fail night, isn't it, huh? Yeah, it did. The solder snapped. Do I want to pay to have this fixed? Or just close this? I could put this back on and just physically close it. I might do that and then put it super, just lower it even more. Kelly, even my friends online know your name. Like Joanna said, "Hi, Kelly Bug." She must be upstairs. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is just disclose it because I can put it back on the wire and just squeeze that shut. That's probably what I'll do. Just disclose it and put it up for what, 25, 40 bucks? Anybody want it for 25 and fix it? Fine, because that's what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to stick it online, disclose what happened to it, and if someone wants to buy it, knock themselves out. I wonder what's in the bag. What's in the bag? Oh, these are so pretty. I used to wear these a lot. Come on. Come on. There you go. These are the prettiest moonstones. You would think they were India, but they are so Mexico in the style. It is, but the thing is, Joanna, if you're going to sell something like this, especially because it's a Benami and there's a certain level of quality you expect all of these links, you expect them to all be soldered, not just put together. So when you have the main piece that is holding this necklace together, which is, I laid the clasp over here. I'm so like, I'm going to lose the damn thing. It is an easy fix because this is still, that round is still there. That circle is still intact. That solder didn't break. Reverse that. This didn't break. This solder, where they close this ring, if I put that on and just squeeze it shut, let's say they're putting tension on it, and that opens again, and it falls off, and it's not going to break, but you just don't, especially online. You can ruin yourself. You can ruin yourself. All right, Doris is at 25. Anybody want this for any more? So 25 or better if you guys want to bid on this. As is, I'll include this. And just so you see, yeah, you do just have to put this back on this last. I'd put it on this one. Put it on the shorter one, because the longer one you want to be able to use to adjust your size, okay? So put the clasp on the shorter chain. So all you're going to do, because this link is nothing wrong with this, okay? It's this one. The solder snapped. This was in a big auction lot, and you know how those things come in a box, and they're just piled in there. So I'm never surprised completely when I get things that are damaged. You can barely see it, but it's open. It's open. At the bottom where it touches the main clasp, there's a small opening there. Okay, I'm going to sell this to Doris at 25, as is. Okay. Because I can't sell this online like that, because if I squish that shut and then it breaks, and you don't want complaints filed against you online. I've been doing this a long time, and it's really funny because I appear to people to be a newbie again, right? They think I'm a newbie. So people online try to take advantage of you because they think you're new, you don't know what's going on, you don't know how to do things. So some of these offers and just some of the stuff these people, I'm going to put this clasp in its own separate little baggie. You know it won't come in this anyway, but it's going to be a separate baggie that's going to hold that clasp. Where'd you see this thing? So much for costume jewelry. Someone really wants to see costume. Somebody tell me, but I just got so much sterling. It's craziness. I'm looking for a little bag that will zip shut. That's not ginormous. That's gonna just this thing get lost in translation. Well, it's gonna get lost in translation, honey. I think it's as small as I got. So I'm gonna put your clasp in a separate baggie, and it will be in this baggie. I won't repackage it. Of course, this will be tissue paper and all that mess. Pieces of cardboard. Keep it from bending. We've already got a box. You already have a box. That's a real shame it broke. But you know what? It's serendipity for you, Doris. You need a break. Right? With your exchange rate, you need a break. All right, guys, check this bad. I've had this a long time, and I used to wear it because it's so cool. It's a layered necklace instantly. This is vermeil sterling silver. It's 50 inches long. 50 inches, and it's older. So yeah, it's vermeil. I never remember what they call these. Like what is that? Like snake chain or whatever. It's 50 inches. 50. So it's cool because you can just, oh no, don't you fall earrings. I love these earrings. I thought, if you look at the stone, you're going to think these earrings would be India, but they're Mexico. You can tell by the design. What says 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. Where's the bottom one? I should take this other necklace off or I get tangled. Right? Right? 50 inch is one thing. Crystals, yeah, I mean, opera length pearls and crystals, you see the 64 inches. But I've never seen a sterling chain of any kind, vermeil or otherwise, that was 50 inches. So it's just instant layering with your sterling. And then you can take your enhancer, whatever. The thing is, it's thin enough to you can put a pendant on it. So 50 inches. So if you figure a vermeil chain, let's just be cheap about it and say a 16-inch silver chain. It's $20, right? So typically this would be $100 necklace all day long. Because it's just the rarity of it. And no, it wasn't monkeyed together. Nobody finagled it. No, nobody finagled it. It's not that old, but it's not that new. It doesn't have that weird, skinny, long jump ring. It's got the little bit fatter one, which I prefer. I hate this skinny, long lobster claws. They're so hard to use. I hate them. So this sucker is pretty cool, huh? So on this one, okay, so if you figure, like, I don't know, I'll just do a starting bid of 45. It's like crazy. I got a tangle because of loopy-doopy dooping it around my head. But I'm going to unclasp it and make this easy work. It's great because you just loop it around as much as you want. Hell, if you wanted to, put it on like a belt. Double it. Let's see, 50 inches, and I couldn't quite double it. No, I couldn't. Well, up here, yeah. Okay, so if it gets tangled, just undo it, and boom, you're done. It's real easy. And because it's that snake chain or whatever the heck you want to call it, it doesn't tangle easy, which makes it better too. So that's a beast. It's the coolest thing I ever saw. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So double it and then do it. Really is the easiest way to do it. Double it first and then just double it on yourself again. Do, 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 do. Boom. Okay. Now for something completely different. Oh, these earrings. I don't see any interest in that. I'm surprised no one likes this. They probably like it, but thinking realistically, well, am I going to wear it? Yeah, you will. Looks cool like on a t-shirt because you've got this above that and there and it's attached, so it's kind of cool. These, they need a little clean, but you guys don't care. You can clean them. The color of these stones, this moonstone is so blue. It's got so much blue flash. It's easier to show you one. You'd think it was Sri Lankan. Look how blue that is. I don't even have to move it in the light. I don't have to try to make it flash. But look at the design. That's not India. That's Mexico. And again, it's hand done. It's not symmetrical. See how the point on the bottom isn't right in the middle? This is bench work. Somebody made these, or somebody makes everything, yes, but you know what I'm saying. This is artisan work. But that design, that's got to be Mexico or Native American or something like that. It's not. And the bead balls at the top, that gives away the Mexico too. But you'd think these were India, wouldn't you? Looking at that moonstone. But I guess they can buy Sri Lankan moonstone, right? I'm going to pass on my ginormous to $10 tube back on those. These are so pretty. And these are really, really, really flashy. I don't even have to try any people turn them and move them to get a flash. Nope. They're there. They're great. They're just great. So yeah, they're not going to go unnoticed. You can still see them from way back there. So on the moonstone earrings, I was almost typed in moonstone. I don't need to do that. I'm going to start these at 10. I'll measure them for you. I'm pretty sure they're going to be 1.5 inches. Well, you're here, bling bling. I'll use you. Just don't get stuck on me, dude. Yeah, 1 3/4. Excuse me, am I doing that right? 1 3. They're just shy of 2. 1 3/4. It's just shy of 2. I see Joanna at 16. Aqua Lover was at 16 first. Loretta's Loretta's at 20. Loretta's at 20. Joanna, we're going to need 21 or better. I have Aqua Lover at 21. We're looking for 22 or better. I have Loretta is at 25. They are so pretty. I wore the heck out of these things because they're just so pretty. My hair, I used to keep it short and I'd wear it back a lot because I was in a corporate environment, you know. I was queen bee, baby. I was all that and a bag of chips. I see Loretta at 30. Aqua Lover's out. Who else was in? Joanna. I'm assuming you're out, Joanna. Joanna, you out, sweetheart? I'm going to start calling these down for Loretta. Going once. Going twice. Thank you, Joanna. And so to Loretta. Yeah, you'll love these. They're so pretty. You don't have to do anything. You can spiff them up. As far as the silver, the stone, you ain't got to do nothing. It's gorgeous. That's what fell. One of the things was my little cleaning cloth, but you can wipe them down because the silver is not real shiny. So that silver will shine up. Gosh, that's such a pretty stone. Such a pretty stone. Thank you so much, Loretta. Enjoy, honey. Bye, sweetie. Oh, that's right. You're on at 7. Yeah, I've got my timer set for 2 hours and like 15 minutes or something like that, so that I make sure I eat dinner. But I'll be back Saturday night, and I'm gonna come on late. I'm gonna come on at 9 because Leslie is on at 7 at Black Dog Vintage, and where were we at 30 on that? Yeah. So, and I know that Lori likes to be here, and Lori moderates for her, and just, I like Leslie. We're very friendly, and so it's an hour, so I wait an hour. So if she runs over the 2 hours, it's fine. I mean, there's enough for everybody. But if I can avoid stepping on people time-wise, I try. So, like, I did think about Kirsten, too. I thought, well, it's going to be 30 minutes. Okay, this is so cool. Now, this was a gift. I feel a little bad selling it, but I haven't worn it. It's just real lightweight. It's like, yeah, I can wear this. I just haven't. I can't remember the last time I wore it. This actually was, bought this from Patsy Craftsy, Patricia, and I was and Tanya bought it for me. Because it's light, and I love amber. I love turquoise. I wore it a lot, but I just haven't. I probably haven't worn this in over a year, maybe a year and a half. It is gorgeous. It's loaded. This is braided. Really feels like silk. It's soft. It's not braided. It's almost like a twist macrame, if you know what I'm saying. If you do macrame, how you do the 4, and you just keep pulling from the same side, and you get the twist rope, and so it's really pretty. It's twisted. It's not a straight braid. It's twisted. It has an onyx button, and actually it's one that actually works well. You know how you struggle with these things and they don't work? This one actually has a properly sized hole and a nice pointy stone, so it works well. You can actually get the thing on and off. So you got, I think, 5, 1, 2, hold still, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 5 strands, and it alternates. You've got your, I'm gonna say honey, butterscotch, and what's the dark one? What's wrong with me? My brain just went dead. Alternating with the turquoise. It's beautiful. And the way they did it is these are all tied. So these stones are all tied. So there's no bead work in there. It's all, see how they tie it off each one? It's really cool. It's really a neat one. I like this one. I like this one a lot. So it hangs fairly low. I think this goes like 18 to probably 20 inches. So like 18 to 20 inches on that one. It's pretty. It's very lightweight. It's good amber too. I'll give you a measure on this one. I'm almost positive it's like 18 to 20 or 22. I'm just going to do a drop because that's how it's going to fit. So your first strand ends at 18 inches. Your second strand ends at 19. Then it goes to 20, 21. The last one is 22. So it goes, like I said, I was right. It goes from 18 to 22 inches, 5 strands. It's so pretty. Easy to wear. Really cute. You know how a lot of times you had to worry about untangling to make them drape and hang right? It doesn't matter. Because when you put this on, they're not doing this. They're like this. It's just easy to wear. I had my black light out shining something. What was I shining? I was somewhere. I think I was over here shining the light on something. I remember standing here shining something. Did I put it in the kitchen? What in the world did I do in my black light? And what was I looking at? I don't even remember. I've gone through so much jewelry today. What would I have done with it? Well, I'm sure you guys trust me. It's amber. It really, really is amber. It's turquoise. So on this one, I'm going to actually start this lower than what Tanya paid for it. Sorry, Tanya. You're talking about this ginormous 50-inch one? You're talking about this 50-inch vermeil sterling? Or that fat one, the Israel one, the fat one? That one's gone. That one sold. It's a long story. It broke. The solder failed. That makes two pieces. The solder failed. Of course, the ring could have been that way the whole darn time, and I wouldn't have known it. This is a nice piece. I feel I feel a little good. I thought, well, why? Because why would I feel? Yeah, that's sold, honey. But I haven't worn it. And I know Tanya doesn't. We've sold to each other and gifted each other, and yeah, you sell stuff. You keep it for a while, catch and release. Catch and release. That's the way it goes. I still haven't found that sun pendant, that big giant vermeil sterling sun pendant there. There, I made it all prettiness. I'm going to take this off. Yes, Tina, they are. They're online. Look up Ben Ami, AMI, Israel, Electroform, but they're about $100 to $150. They're out there. It's identical. I mean, identical. You might be able to find one for 100, maybe. I wouldn't come at them lower than 75. They're just gonna shut you. Well, if they have any sense, they're just gonna decline you flat out. Someone comes at me at 50% online, I just decline it. I don't counter. Don't insult me. Don't insult me. Don't come at me at 50%. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's a little insulting. Yes, I'm prepping this to go back in my jewelry box. Okay, so no one loves this one. You know what? Maybe I'll fall in love with it all over. It is. It's beautiful. Yeah. Tanya actually, because me and her were bidding, and then she won the bid, and then told Patsy give it to Mel. I was like, gosh, you should have said something sooner. I would have stopped bidding. It don't weigh anything. It's so comfortable. Tanya's a sweetheart. A total sweetheart. She's really having to really dig to find the pieces. Poor thing, she's out, 3-4 times a week sourcing, and she's having to pay to get stuff too. I'm excited for her to be making things. I can't wait to see some of the stuff she makes because she's so creative. I can see her blending like that vintage aesthetic she has, because she does love vintage as much as the next person, believe me. But she loves the metalworks. I mean, she does a lot of things. She's just, yeah, she's a typical artist. She loves every medium, but it should be interesting to see what she turns out. She is. Tanya's really, she's a special person. I see Gail at 40. Really pretty amber, because you got all three. What is the dark one? What's wrong with my brain? Cognac. Okay, she got, yeah, she got your butterscotch, your honey, and the cognac, and pretty turquoise. It's built well. It's built real well. There's also onyx in there too. I'm like, what are the black ones? Duh. The same as the closure. And the closure actually works. It's not one of them button ones you're struggling to get in. No, it functions. It works good. It doesn't. Yeah, you're not struggling to get it in there. I don't see anybody else. She is. I mean, it's just, yeah. Like with that bottle wall. I mean, I've heard of it, of people using the colored bottles and doing the walls and stuff, but you see it in action and it's like, wow, she made it look easy, but I'm sure it's not. It turned out really cool, didn't it, when the light was shining through it in the mornings? Yep. Thank you, Gail. So Gail's got Christmas Come Late. It's a pretty piece. You'll like it. It feels good on too because it's silk. It's oh, I can't say braided. It's almost like, let's say, knotted silk. So it's soft on your skin. This one is very soft on your skin. Okay. This one. I was so surprised this didn't sell. Most people like it's really comfortable. This one is signed 925B as in boy, A as in apple, Indonesia. I forget the cat's name, but you'll find a bunch of stuff. This BA. It's obviously Balinese. It's thick. This sucker is thick and well made. Big old piece of amethyst in there. Too much light's washing me out here. Nice big old piece of amethyst on there. How many times do I need to hang that torque up and it keeps falling? And where did it go? It can't have gone far. All right, guys, I'm going to move this down. Just slide this back. Lord, I don't know what's under here. I don't want everything to crash. What are you sitting on? Oh, another jewelry box. We have boxes and boxes and boxes. Did it slide down the... I had it hanging on the light fixture. I wanted to stick it on the torque so you could see it. Because it doesn't just hold it up. Guess I will, won't I? Where could it have gone, though? Oh, I have a chain. Oops, that's attached to something. Never mind.
Never mind.
Hey, baby.
Hi, sweetheart.
We're having Chloe's supper, so Kelly brought chicken.
Okay.
So they're going to do the Chloe dinner.
It's a Chloe supper chicken.
The fried chicken, that instant mac and cheese, and the
mac and cheese and chicken.
Yeah, Chloe, you better get to it. Come on.
Oh, you're cooking? She's cooking?
Yeah, she knows how to. She can steam broccoli. I told her earlier she's got to wash the steamer. Just put a little water on the bottom, put the broccoli in the top, put the lid on, put it in the microwave, push a button. This chain's kind of skinny for it, but oh well, it's better than me sitting there holding it. So it's a big mamba jamba. I guess the chain is okay. Better than me just holding it. So this is obviously Balinese. It's a fat dude too. And yeah, it's amethyst. I don't know why I do this. It's like you guys can't see. It didn't go to jade. It is amethyst. You can tell jade though. It has a deeper color. It's like the pink jade. It's a denser color than the rose quartz. You can tell when you're looking at it. Well, I can. This sucker's heavy. It's 23.73 grams. I'll include the chain. I finally have chains that have a ton more coming. This is 18 inches, I'm going to say. I had two measuring thingamajiggers, and now I have none. There it is. So, yes, big, pretty piece. It is. It is. It is. And it is 18-inch chain. The pendant, it looks great on a torque. I mean, it really lives. I always wore it on a torque. I have the wrong end of the measuring tape. I'm like really confused. I'm like, why does it say 8? It's little over 2 inches long. It's 2 inches long. 2 inches. Including the bail. Because the bail's a part of it, really, honestly. And 1 1/8 inches wide. I really wish I had that torque. Of course, this way you're getting a chain.
I cut was nice and long today.
Yeah, So I'm gonna do a starting bid on this one of 40. I know it's low. It's okay. I have to move stuff out. I have to. What was this? 23 something grams? I forget now. 23 or 24? It's really bugging me about that freaking torque. 23.73. It's a beast. It's a beast. And it's open the bags. You do get some light in. Not that you need it with that stone. This time BA Indonesia. That shit's bugging the crap out of me. Nope, that's a bracelet. I saw silver like wire that could have been it sticking up. Hey, I found it. This piece really belongs on a torque. I'll leave the chain attached. The chain comes with it, but just so you understand, this thing, it needs to live. It lives on a torque. That's how the best way to wear this. I mean, sure, you can wear a chain, but it lives on a torque. Always wore it on a torque. I always wore it on a torque. I never had a chain on this piece ever. It's the first time it's had a chain on it since I've had it. Let's see, Loretta at 40. So I'll leave the chain with it. You can always use a chain. If you have a torque, give that a try. Some people don't like torques. I guess I'm prejudiced. I love torques. Well, it's probably too because I have cervical problems, so they kind of sit on your shoulders more than pulling the back of your neck, especially a heavy piece like this. That's why I'm selling it. It's too heavy. That's another one I can't find. That big 74 carat labradorite that's surrounded with the gemstones. Where is it? Where is it? All right, sweetie. I'm going to be on Saturday night late at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to come on Saturday night. And I'll stay on longer. I'll stay as long as people want to stay Saturday night because I got a ton to go through. And I've got that auction coming in. So thanks for being here, sweetheart. Oh, when you watch the reruns, feel free to email me. You know, it's fine. I honor start prices. Okay? All right. I don't see anybody else in on this one. All right. Take care, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. All righty. So I'm going to call this one for Loretta. They do, Loretta. They just do. This is one of them. It does. Actually, though, it was pretty, too. It's pretty hanging as well. I think this one can do. It's just a pretty piece. It's going to look good no matter what you put it on, right? Yeah. So I'm going to call this one sold to Loretta. Loretta, how did you find me? Was my channel recommended, or is it someone you know mentioned, or someone shared the link in their channel? I'm just always curious because I've got 30 new subscribers this month, which I am so thrilled. Because it takes a while to build, you know, to build people that will come to your channel. Yeah, exactly. That's why I told Dina, I don't need chains anymore because I got that auction. So I got a bunch of chains coming. That's a really good price on this piece. So Loretta, on Dina, aw, she's a sweetheart. She's working so hard. I thought about that. She's so kind. Here she is, not, you know, giving pieces away. It's one thing to give pieces away. I've given a lot of jewelry away. I've sent, you know, 5-10 pound boxes to people free. But when you're doing what she's doing, that's a lot of work, you know, boxing all that stuff up, doing all that shipping. It's extremely kind. It just speaks volumes about her, in my opinion. I think so. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? I never did do rings, and I found some rings, remember? This one. This is 999 fine silver. This is mid-century modern. Mid-century modernist. And it is marked 999 fine silver inside, and it tests. Do I have the regular plain old? Because it's amazing to see, because you never see that bright red. But when you use the straight sulfuric acid and test it, it's bright red. It's so cool. I've got everything, but I even got platinum over here, but I don't have the. I have a box. I just bought a brand new kit. It came with its own wooden box to hold all the. Oh, there it is! Yay! I'm excited. I get to show you how red it is. It's so cool. I bought this kit partially just to get this box because I was keeping these testing acids in a glass dish. So I wanted the box to keep them in because it's got a lock and everything. So it's not lock, but a little, it has a latch to be more clear. Here, it has a latch. Already took everything out. So where is it? I wanted to show you. It's so cool. It's so red. It's the coolest thing to see. Because, you see a little red when you test 925. But this was like blood red. It's so neat. Doggone it. So anyway, it's 999 fine silver. I think this is a 7, maybe a 6.5. I don't know. Yeah, it says a 6. Let's see. It's, of course, it's late. My fingers get, yeah, that was never going to happen. It's because it's fat. It's not going on my 6, but my fingers are swollen. It's sitting dead on a 6, though. And that does make sense. It would be a 6. So the 999 fine silver, I can't wear it anymore. So I've been keeping it. It is cool as cool can be. I don't think it has a maker. I think it just says 999 fine silver inside there. Okay. It says something. I can't read it, though. It says China, 0.999. Then it's got like a, it almost looks like a UFO. And then it's got another stamp I can't read. But it does. It looks like a diamond shape, but the top is shorter than the bottom, if you know what I mean. And then it's got a circle with something in it. Because a lot of makers have it. I think it says ED. It's like cursive, ED. So it's like the E is real, and it's a ED. Decent. And so even Robert Lee Morris moved over there. Everybody went over there. It's like, bummer. It's 8.85 grams. So for the 999 fine silver ring, what's the difference? What is that? So you got 9.75. So it's like 24. So it's almost pure silver. I don't know. I don't know. I know I paid more than that for it. I've had it for about 20 years, 20 something years. Because I was skinny before. And then I got chubby. And then I got skinny again. So I've worn this off and on over the years as my weight fluctuates. I've got size 6. I've got size 8. I got 10s. I got 12s. I got 14s. I have 16s. I have a range of clothes. And jewelry, same thing. All sizes. I have so many bracelets and bangles. I just can't sell them all. I have so many bracelets. It's mental. It's mental. It's mental. But if they don't fit and they fall down on your hand, they're not attractive. They're uncomfortable. Even since I bought some, because I was like a size 10 and I bought some more bangles and then I hit an 8. Okay, I bought some more. And then now I need smaller ones. I have one that's too big, that skinny one with the black onyx. I got that from Gina. It's already too big. It's in the jewelry jar. It's a beautiful mid-century modern. I see Joanna at 25. That's a good buy for 99 silver, but what am I going to do with it? So that's my 5 is why it's fitting. It says 6, but my hands are swollen, so it's not going on, but it is a 6. It's me. It's my fingers. I don't see any other interest. So I'm going to start calling this for Miss Joanna. Let your mom take over.
I'm just cleaning. She's still doing it. It's just in the
Well, the only thing that needs washed is the steamer. I thought she did it hours ago. Okay, I'm going to call this for Joanna. That's a good buy. You're getting some good deals tonight, sweetie. Which I'm glad. I need to thin out. I'm happy to make people happy. It makes me happy. I know I'm happy when I get a good deal. I have to buy a ton to get it most of the time, but that's not true. I have Dina. Dina gives good deals. Dina gives great deals. I'm so happy. I love that cuff I got from her so much. It's not down here. It's upstairs in my jewelry box. It is so beautiful. I mean, it is. I was thinking bracelets, but we talked about rings. Let me unbury some rings here. This one, why'd you get all dull? You supposedly weren't even sterling. I bought this, thought it was sterling. How can you look all tarnished and funky if you're not sterling? Because I thought it was, and then it wasn't, but I kept it and wore it forever because I didn't care, because I love the style, because it's mid-century modernist. It's very modernist. How come maybe it's plated? Because it's like really, just look how dull it is. I mean, really dull. But it's not sterling. But it's the coolest ring in the world. I love it. But I'm not going to even show it. It's so dull. It must be plated. Otherwise, why would it turn all funky dull looking like that? That doesn't make any sense. Or maybe it got Mandela affected. Maybe it's sterling now. I was sitting there. It was 2017. And I'm sitting on the bed with the young lady who used to live with me. Oh, I'm so glad, Joanna. Here's your very first order. I still have it. I couldn't believe I saw that. I went, oh my gosh. You never said a word, you sweet thing. Anyway, so we're sitting in the bed. And I had this toggle necklace, the one that's a Tiffany, right? The chain with the toggle with the heart that says return to Tiffany's. I thought it was a fake. I knew it was a fake because the links were just together. They weren't soldered. You could see, you could see like a tiny little space. They weren't. And I was telling Ashley, you can tell, I was teaching her about how to, look at jewelry and assess dress. And no, Ashley goes, Mom, is it? I'm like, no, it's not, Ashley. And I was holding it. And I'm showing her, I'm telling her, she takes it to look at it. She goes, Mom, they're closed. I'm like, I just looked at it. I just showed you. She handed it back to me and they were closed. Honey, I listed and sold that same thing, so fast. They were open and they suddenly closed. I want this is marked. I wore this forever. Thought it was sterling. Didn't really care once I found it wasn't. I still wore it because it still looks the same. And it's cool as hell. I don't see anything in it. Oh, it says 925 in there. Listen, I've experienced way bigger changes than rings suddenly becoming one thing or another. So if it wants to be silver now, fantastic. It wasn't before. Doesn't even sound like silver, does it? Doesn't sound right. Maybe it's rhodium. Maybe it's Memorex. Is it live? I'm gonna rub it really hard in case it is rhodium so I can get through it. That might be why it took that. No, rhodium shouldn't get that funky color. It was real faded and really weird looking. Anyway, fits my 7. Check that ring out. Check that bad boy out. That's hollow. It's so cool. I love mid-century modern stuff. I think they are the coolest rings. Let's see. Are we sterling now? Because I remember, no, it just ate it. It's plated. It's got that pale blue color like that big fat Middle Eastern bracelet did. Got that funky color for a minute and then went away. It's got that slightly pale blue color, but it doesn't last. It's plated. It's still cool. I kept it. I didn't realize it fit again. It is a cool ring. But it's silver plate. I don't think I get enough for it to make it worth selling it because I think it's just so cool. Yeah, it's too tight on that one. Fits this 7 nice. It's pretty neat. I haven't worn it. I haven't tried to wear it because I assumed it wasn't going to fit. I used to wear it with that, with the fine silver one. They went good together, this one. So, I don't know if anyone's interested in a silver plated ring. It's kind of cool. I'm thinking about keeping it, but I haven't worn it, but I didn't think I could. I'm still cleaning it because it just bothers me. It just looks so dull and so funky. I don't know. I don't think I'd get enough for it to make it worth selling it because I do like it. I never did get the knot out of this thing. I got some of them out, but not all of them. I'll try to bring this on Saturday, or I'll show it with the knot and get it out. This is a vintage piece, and it's so cool. This is one of the nicest lariats I've ever owned. I've got another lariat. Wait a minute. Did Star buy that lariat? Star might have bought it. I'll have to look and see. I have a crystal lariat. I think she might have bought that. I'll have to look. Because it's back there where all those crystals were hanging up. I'll get the little knot. It's got a little knot right there. Check out this. A lariat. For those who don't know what you do, they're just a straight. And you bring them down. And then you just do whatever you want with them. Typically, people just do that and wear it at a different length. Looks better if you have one longer than the other, like that. Or you can have it up here. If you want to be dramatic, you can put them and make them come around the front. Crisscross them from the front to the back and have them come back around the front. I know that sounds confusing. Sounds confusing, I know. I'm going to make sure I don't tie it and not choke myself out. So if you wanted to, you can do it this way. And bring them around the front. It's up to you, however you want to wear them. That's what a lariat is. You just do what you want with it. They're really cool. This one is super cool because it's old. It's crystals. I don't know if it's still or not. I never tested it, never cared. I fell in love with the stones and with the bead caps. They love to get married. I'll tell you that right now. You see how quickly that happened. They really love to marry each other very quickly because of the stones and because I just whipped it around there. I see it good. Thank God. It's just wrapped around that one piece of glass. Okay. Okay, let me show you the stones before I make a mess of it again. Stop. It's the weight of the glass keeps slinging around. They're big, heavy crystals. So I got to get the knot out. It's a knot there and a little knot there. I played with it. Couldn't get them all out. Look at the color of these things. Look at this. Talk about gorgeous vintage. I don't know. This looks like a 20s piece to me all day long. That style, no doubt. Oh my God, that's just incredible. I never even tested this. I know it's crystal. Let me make sure it is an old piece. This could be coated. Yeah, this is Art Deco Revival. This does have an AB coating on it. Definitely. This is coated. Yeah. Since you saw the other one, Joanna, and how you could tell there was nothing on it, I'll show you the difference. See how you can see it's too much. See, it's too much. It's places where it shouldn't be. Light wouldn't be reflecting. Aren't they beautiful though? So that puts it in the mid 50s at the oldest. Yes, safety check. Yeah, usually I'll grab a brooch, use that. So I gotta get the knots out, but it's a great old lyric. So yeah, this is definitely Art Deco Revival. This is not original. I thought it was. Whoever did it did a great job. What a great lariat. I love these end caps. I wonder if they repurpose some old end caps, because I don't even know where you would get something like this. I've never seen anything like that in a jewelry supply. I don't think it's silver. I never tested it. I never cared. I assumed it wasn't. I assumed it wasn't. I mean, a lot of the Art Deco and the, well, most of the Victorian pieces I have like 9, 10 karat gold. The Art Deco pieces mostly is sterling. Yeah, it's not. It's got a terrible rub. Watch it test. It flashed blue and went away. Okay. All right. It's just a flash in the pan. I've had this so long, I don't know what I paid for it, where I got it. I think I bought it online, most likely. I know I'll be doing, if this sells, I'm going to be sitting here tonight picking these out because it's pretty long. Let's just do it this way because realistically, it's just how you're wearing it. Let's measure it like we would a regular necklace. So we're at like 17 and a half, so that's 34, 35 inches. So on this one, I've had it so long. You know what? I'll let it go to someone else. 25 bucks. It's crazy price, but it's fine. I haven't worn it. It needs to be worn. That's too beautiful. I love that blue gray color. I fell in love with these. Just these end caps. I mean, I fell in love. I mean, I saw this piece and it was like, it was over. It was over. I was like, I got my use out of it. I had this gray blue suit that I wore this with. It was like blue with like the gray threading to the jacket. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it really did look good with this. Man, this camera's not doing this justice at all. I think I'm better off further away, but I wanted to get a good look at those end caps. They're just incredible. I don't know if you could go buy it. They must have repurposed some old jewelry. That's my guess. And look at the detail inside that end cap. It's craziness. crazy, baby. I don't want this thing to tangle anymore. I smell macaroni. There. I'm going to keep this thing tamed. All right, so we're going to pass on that. Give me time to untangle it and stick it online. Somebody will want it. All right, do we have any other rings? Where's the big giant druzy ring? It's huge. It's giant. I measured it. Someone messaged me and wanted to know what size it was. I gave them information, and then promptly, what did I do with it? Did I stick it in the box that I put away because it was my jewelry and I just didn't even want it near? I didn't want to have it anyway. Yes, it is. It's in there. So is the pendant. They are mine, but I didn't intend on keeping them mine. All right, there's the ring. Hey, baby. Oh, she can't read. You can hear me. Well, I love you too. And go out there and make big tips. You know, don't wear your sports bra. Wear your good bra. Wear that dark blue top. Give him some bust, honey. There's the druzy ring. This is called titanium druzy. Now, if you read this, it's going to read as amethyst, gemstone-wise, but it's titanium druzy because of the metals in the particular, how this druzy is formed. So if you touch that with your gem tester, it's going to beep like you're touching metal, because you can do the side and it'll give you like a amethyst reading. Makes sense, right? Purple. Touch this. Oh, it's not doing it. It's going crazy. It went way up like to topaz. That's not possible. I'm cringing because I know it's going to beep at me. I shouldn't be doing this. It's still going to amethyst. It beeped at me earlier. My other druzy always beeps at me. Fine. Either way, they call it titanium druzy. Fine. It's amethyst, whatever. It's titanium druzy. That setting is a bad boy. This is a big honking ring. It's a 9.5. And the reason I say that, it's a triple bands. So when you're measuring it, this part is going to go, it's going to hit 9.5, and that's at 9. So it's so wide. You know, big rings snug up on you. So it says 9.5, but there's not that much room in my 7. I don't know. It says 9.5, but when you just drop it, it does stop at the 9. And like anything else, you wiggle it, move it around, it moves down a little bit. And then the top is still at the 9, 9.5, 9.75. So I'm thinking, honestly, I think a size 9 is better than going to 9.5. I keep dropping stuff. Oh, that's a sad story. I'm starting this room super cheap because I got a sweet deal. When I just drop it, it sits at a 9. You move it around, it can go lower. But I'm thinking a size 9 is going to be fine on this because it's wide. When you have wide bands, they snug up on you. So I say 9 is safe. This is a monster. This one I remember. I think it's signed. I forget the initials. It's been, I've slept since then. It says India 925. What's it do? PJC. You'll find them. No one knows how to say their name. It's probably Punjab. It's probably like Punja or something like that. It's Indian, like Eastern Indian. So it's 17.10 grams. It's beautiful. You guys are going to shit bricks when you see my starting price on this ring. Yeah, it's worth 3 times that much all day long. Look it up. Titanium druzy, India, size 9. Keep in consideration the band, the design. You can find them less, but they're not built like this. They're not this quality. You can find titanium druzy less expensive, but not. There's your, we're upside down. There's your artist and your 925 India. I thought I would let you guys have a shot at it because you can bet your sweet bippy I'm not putting it online for 65. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But I bring things here first. It's great. I know. But something like this, I wouldn't want to try to have it sized because it's got that triple band. I know they can do it. They just cut all 3 and then they solder all 3. It can be done, but these aren't actually soldered, are they? I don't know. Yeah, they are. They are. They are soldered. These 3, they're soldered together. So, yeah. So it can be sized. Yeah, it's the size. That's the issue for the ring. So anyone watching this on the replay, this price is only good for, well, it's fine. I'm going to bring it back Saturday, and then I'll put a time limit on it because it doesn't sell and put it online. I don't want to wait. So on Saturday's auction, it's only going to be good for the auction because after that, I want to go ahead. Bye, sweetheart. I love you, Misty. Talk to you tomorrow, honey. Or tonight. I'll be up. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I'm not even going to put that over here. Nope. Because that's either going to sell Saturday or it's going online. So it's going to there. Here's its partner. And they're not a set. They don't match. Oh, you go into a jewelry store and have them size you. I have the rings. They're pretty cheap. I bought mine on Amazon. I think it was only like maybe $10 or something. And they start, because I had to know, because I lost all that weight, I needed to know my ring sizes. And they go from giant to little. So I bought those for myself, plus for my nephew and my niece to know, and my, to know. Well, I'm glad, Gina. All right, this one, they call this a set. I don't remember it being the same dude. Is it the same dude? No. It's got a T and a circle. That's their mark. It just says India 925. So it's not a set. They look good together, but no. Here's another one that needs to live on a torque. This is a torque piece. See, again, you've got the same titanium druzy. You've got the India, which I call Bali. It's a Bali design. And this is not Sajan. No, it is not Sajan. It is just Bali, Balinese, or Indonesia, whatever you want to call it. I'm not getting a good focus on here. This is a beautiful blue topaz. And yes, I tested it. Doggone it. Shoot. All right. So this piece, well, it's not as nice as this piece, but they go for about $175. obviously because of the size and the gemstones and the styling. But again, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to torture you guys. So I'm going to do a starting bid on this one of 90. That's right at half price. You can find them all day long. Actually, 175 and up for these. Oh, they're so big, is why. And just the gemstone quality is there. I wish you could see the blue topaz. It's really pretty. Is it too much light? Yeah, that helps a little bit. It's a really pretty blue topaz. Beautiful stone. All that design in here. It's just super well done. Just really, really detailed. Nice veil. This weighs less than the ring, 15.35. It's beautiful, isn't it? It is. Yeah, this one's great on. This one's really nice on. It's an attention getter for sure. It's a nice piece. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's a great price. Again, watching the rerun, I will honor start prices for anyone that wants to email me. If you email me to purchase, please at the same time send me your registration information, which is your YouTube name, your real name, your mailing address, and your PayPal email. And then Saturday, that'll be it. When the auction is over Saturday, that's the end of the prices on these two pieces, because I'm going to put them online. Who's sorry? Why is somebody sorry? Oh, Tina, you okay? So you want to bid 90 for it, sweetie? I need you to put 90 in the chat if you can. Is your phone screwing up again? You can type it out in letters if your numbers aren't working on your phone. I just need to be sure before I set it aside for you and invoice you. And you're on a different phone. I am sorry. No one else is bidding, so it's here. So I'm just going to put pass, but it's fine. You can always email me, sweetheart, if you need to. Okay. So don't fret. Don't fret. Don't fret. Please don't fret. There's no reason to. I'm going to bring an old piece, but it's sterling. Sterling silver. It's my day for moonstone. So sterling silver. These are moonstones. These are just testing as quartz. You know, I thought they might have been sapphires or something, because they did put diamonds and sapphires and stuff like that into sterling back in the day, but it's quartz. But these, yeah, you can see, and they are prong set. Really nicely done. Really nicely done. I want you to be able to see the stones and see the prong setting. Kelly, this magnifying glass has been so helpful. Thank you so much. Kelly got me this for Christmas, that nice marble handle. It's nice and clear. Mine's all foggy. But yeah, so you got the moonstones, and these are just blue crystals. They're not testing otherwise. I'm not getting the color I should be on this blue. There we go. There you go. You can see it better. It is sterling. It's just sterling turns yellow when it gets old. I can get it to be silvery again. I just don't over clean stuff. A lot of attention to detail on this thing. This pin, I'm not sure. I think this pin was broken at some point. Just the teeniest, tiniest bit, because the end doesn't, it stabs me, but not like it should. I know it sounds crazy, but I notice every little thing and I disclose everything about pieces when I examine them. That should have a fine point, and it does not. It'll stab you, but, and it should come out beyond here for the age. Because this is probably a 40s piece. It should be longer. This pin, it still stays in place. It does go into the locking mechanism. It stays in. It's just, technically, they typically will stick out. It's not sticking out. It stays. But just so you know, I think the very, very, very tippity tip, like 2 or 3 millimeters might have come off that end. That should be sticky. That should be poking me. And it should come out beyond here. And it doesn't. It doesn't come out beyond here. But it locks. It's not opening. It's not going anywhere. But I just, again, I disclose everything. I even think this is marked, which I think it was older because of that. But the class doesn't support it being older. Early locking class, but yeah, no. I'll just say 30s to 40s. Could be older, but I don't know. It's not marked. I don't think. Sometimes it can be really hard to find marks. I usually just say sterling and that's it, if anything. Let's see if there's anything on here whatsoever. Let me check the pin. Duh. That's usually where it's at. It's on the pin itself a lot of times. I'm not seeing any mark anywhere. Oh, where are you go? Where's my pads? I keep forgetting I'm organized now. They're in here. I'm looking for that big plastic bag. Sterling. I leave it up to you to clean it. It'll clean. It'll come bright silver if you want it to. It might have been gold washed at one time. I don't think so. To me, this looks more like it's just yellowed from age. This doesn't look vermeil that's worn out. This looks like it yellowed from age. That's what it looked like to me. And I've seen a lot of antique silver. Let's see what happens with just a silver polishing cloth. That'll answer our question real quick, won't it? Of course, now you cleaned up the spot. Now you need to clean the whole thing. Yeah. The silver came right back. Fine, I'll clean it. It's okay, Tina. I knew you were having trouble with your phone. And it's not a big deal, baby. It's relaxed here. That's me telling me I can get my butt off. Okay, so on this one. Okay, I'm going to do this low. 35. It's like half what it's worth. Or less, actually. I'm going to clean this. What you guys think about it? Since I made a clean spot. I made a clean spot. So let me go ahead and make up all of it equally prettiness. I gotta get inside here. Oh, I didn't tell you the length. I think it's just shy of 3 inches. I'm sorry, my phone's annoying someone. I'll get it in a second. It is 2 3/4 by 2 inches. So we don't have antique lovers tonight. Okay. Oh. No wonder you're so loud. You're right in my ear. Easy. They're gonna have to wait. All right, well, at least I don't have to finish cleaning this. I made a good start, though. I made a good start. She looks prettier already. She's starting to look silver and less yellow. I'm going to put you over there carefully. All right. Some people have seen this ring, some haven't. I don't think we have big fingered people here tonight, though. And these are pretty big rings. I have some. I have a bunch of more rings coming. A bunch. I probably have 30 rings easy coming. So, okay. I think everybody, I don't know if everyone has seen this. Moonstone. Surprise. That's not plastic. That's just unfinished. Like, it's just sterling. It's just some sterling. Let's say with some kind of, I don't know if it's coating or what, but it's not plastic. That's a big poison ring. That's a Mamba Jamba. Obviously, this is a custom piece. There's nothing on this ring. No mark whatsoever. I don't even think there's 925 on this ring. Somebody banged this one out in their studio. Typically, the sheet that you pound out, though, or the wire that you buy will have 925 on it. Yeah, it's just 925 on the band. Let's see anything else. No other claim to fame. I think this one was another one that was like 9.5. It's 8 3/4, which used to would have been this finger. Not no mo. Not no mo. Nope. No, flops over. That's too big. I can't go that low on this ring, sadly. I can't. There's no room. Because, you know, you guys know when, like, I'm in chat or whatever, you see me, if I want something, I buy it. So I paid. I knew it was a little overpriced. There was nothing else like this ring, and I love poison rings, and I love moonstone. I had a ton of moonstone for a while. I had a lot of moonstone. But then I went and started getting more into the Native American. I've always had sub-Native American, but I really went heavy into it. So I sold almost all my moonstone at this point. So, yeah. That's a beautiful ring. It's a one of a kind. You're not going to see anyone like it. Yep, I bought this on eBay. I sure did. I sure did. Yeah. It's going back on eBay, most likely, huh? I'm going to finish these couple little rings. Are they little? When I first glanced this, I thought it was one of those rings that you put another ring inside of and then wear it as a cage or whatever. I forget what they call it. But it's not. It's just made this way. It looks like it's missing a stone. It is. It's missing a stone. And you see it. I saw it from a distance, so, and it's not that great anyway, so I don't think anyone's going to be heartbroken about this. See it? It's right in your face. Boom. Unless it's diamonds, which I seriously doubt. It's going to beep like hell at me. Ooh, it didn't. They're just crystals, CZs. Yes. Yeah, just quartz. It's missing a stone. Anybody wants it? Missing a stone. I don't care. Is it even worth scrapping? 3.26 grams. Yeah, it is. It's worth it. $5. About what you get. I know technically it should be $33 what you get, but you don't get scrap weight. You get, like, if you're lucky, 40-50% of it. That's it. All right, Joanna, it's yours, darling. I'm just putting it in your bag. A little forgiveness for me having your your package for way too long. I got this one and I saw this yellow and I thought, and it's an Avon. It's marked LT. I think it's Liz Taylor for Avon. I thought, ooh, maybe they did simulated yellow diamonds, which it is because it's CZ. And Liz Taylor was known. Think about it. Her yellow diamonds. Yeah, they're CZs. But they're meant to look like yellow diamonds because it's Liz Taylor. She wore yellow diamonds. This one is right at a size 7. Yeah, it's simulated yellow diamonds. Or they're just CZs. That's a pretty little ring. Miss, I remember I was like, be diamonds, be diamonds, be diamonds. They're not. You can't see the yellow color that good. They're yellow. They're not clear, they're yellow. Maybe on my finger you can see the slam it on my 7. It's just too bright. Ah, that's a little snug. Oh, that's right. It was right at a 7. And this is my fatter finger. Maybe you can see the yellow there. They're yellow. It's pretty. Yes, your stuff is safe with me. I'm gonna have to write sold for that one just so keep track of what's going on the trip. Does anybody want this little Liz Taylor ring? It's cute. It's a little button. I wonder if it will go on my smaller 7. That thing made my fingers sweaty. This soap. Yeah, it goes on my normal 7. Actually, that would look pretty, like with another ring, wouldn't it? I don't have any other rings that won't eat it. I have rings, but they'll swallow it. I'm looking. I can't believe I don't have like more rings here. The ones I have, I don't want to sell. They're mine that I had down here and I need to put away. Anyway. $10. It's pretty. It's LT Avon. It's just simulated yellow diamonds. So when I saw that, and I'm like, oh, there's some of the yellow diamonds. Then I saw the LT. I'm like, it makes perfect sense because it was Liz Taylor. Cool. Cute. Cute. It's a button. I might be able, no, I won't. I was just like, I could wear this under one of my gold bands. I might be able to stack that with a gold band. Fits my 6 better than my 7. All right, my alarm went off a while ago. Is there anything here I absolutely positively was dying to show you? A ton, but I'm out of time. Out of time. But I'll be back Saturday night at 9. And I'll stay on. As long as you guys want to stay and hang, I'll stay and hang. I got some gorgeous pieces. Some really pretty. I got a bunch of more pendants. Enhancers. You know, Dina was selling those slot machines the other day. I already have one. It was so funny. I'm like, I already have one. I have an old one. I have an old slot machine. I already had one. Isn't that funny? See, I got some pretty stuff. There's never enough time in the day to show you guys all of this. I guess if you watched that video earlier, you know it's in just a stupid amount of stuff that's in here. Bracelets. I need to sell bracelets, so I need to bring a bunch of bracelets too, because look at this. And no, these did not come at the same time. And they are different. And they didn't come together. How in the world is it? And I sold one like this already. How is it that I end up with 2 more almost identical? And they don't fit. They're too big. So I appreciate you guys being here. I really do. I'm going to go eat some Chloe dinner. Is Chloe dinner ready? Yay. I'm going to go eat some fried chicken that I didn't have to fry. And I'll be back Saturday at 9. You guys know I'm not invoicing until Oh, honey, Angelo, that was a buy it now is the reason I didn't recognize your $6. I'm sorry, I just noticed it. But the BIN is buy it now. Just whoever puts the price in first gets it. And it was a missing stone ring. So, good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. Hopefully, I will see you Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll stay on as long as you guys can stay on. I can always drink coffee. I'd like to get through as much as this I can. The prices are going to be to get this stuff out of here because I've got another 200 pieces coming. Okay? Love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Oh, be kind to yourselves and do an act of kindness for someone because it's contagious.